Hey everyone, PV here and welcome to today's YouTube video. And in today's video we're going to be continuing the Arena Open. And this is a tournament that we've been playing for a couple of videos already because the games are very long and I didn't want to have another like 4-hour video. So I split it up into multiple videos. And we're currently 5-1 and our goal is to get to 6 or 7 wins before we get our second loss. So now if we lose the next game, the next match, it's a disaster, right? We don't get anything. If we win and then lose, we get 1k. If we win 2, we get 2k. So, let me show you the deck that I've been playing if you haven't watched the other videos, but I think you really should because it explains a little bit more about the deck, especially the first video. But the idea is that it is the blue-red Epiphany version that Stan, Andre, and Arne played at Worlds with a couple of tweaks to make it better versus aggro because I expected more aggro in this tournament than they did in that tournament. So for example, I have 2 Cinderclasms in my main deck, right, which they didn't play, but I think it's quite good with iteration versus any aggro deck. And that's basically it. A couple of changes here and there that may or may not be good, but that's the gist of it. So, right, let's play and see if we can get at least one more win for that $1,000 and hopefully 2. Right, but hopefully we don't go 5-1 and then lose it. That's just the worst feeling ever. I spent all this time and you end up with nothing. I guess you don't end up with nothing. You get some gems, more gems than you paid in your entry fee. So I played 2 tournaments. I fired 2 bullets to get there. Right, you can also look at these videos. I played mono white aggro in best of 1, which I think is the best thing to do to qualify. It's just fast games, best of 1. So we spent 5,000 gems there, so for each. So it was a total of 10,000 gems. I believe it is 5,000 each. So we already got some of our money back, right? Our entry fee back, even if we lose here. But the goal is really the dollars, right? The site is good. It's got a bunch of things going on for it. I really like this combo of Galvanic Iteration plus Demon Bolt. Sorry. This is one of the reasons I think it's okay to play 4 iterations because you just foretell this on turn 2, and then on turn 3 you play the iteration plus the demon bow, and you get to kill 2 other creatures, like adding instant speed. So, and then the iteration is still just there in the graveyard, right? So it's a combo piece, but it also just does something in the middle, the beginning of the game really, and the middle, because of how this deck is constructed. This is another card, right? This card is quite good with iteration. If you get to 6 mana, you play iteration, you play Windfall, you get 4 mana and 4 cards to work with, which way offsets the card you had to discard. Ooh, are we getting an AFK opponent? That would be the dream. Oh, I would love to just win this match without having to play so much. Yeah, I love my free wins. I don't care. If my opponent's mulliganing to 4, oh, okay, they're here. If mulliganing to 4, I'm celebrating inside. Not outside, because that's perceived as rude, but definitely there's gonna be some inside celebration for me. For sure. I could just kill that. Like, if they play Luminarch, I kinda wanna kill it. But if they play something else, I would prefer having the demon. Like, if they just play a 3-2, I think I can just do the Demon Bolt thing. If they played a 3-2, I can just hold and kill like 2 other things. The Spikefield Hazard is going to be good versus mono white no matter what, I think. Like, they have 3-1s and they just have stuff. Okay, that's not so bad for me. Ooh, Snarl. This is why, again, this comes up every single time even though I only have 1 Snarl in my deck. This is why you don't play your basics. Like, here I needed red mana, I think, right? So I had to play this red source anyway, but assuming this was a mountain, a lot of people would just blindly play the mountain there, and you should not do that. You should play the pathway. Now let's see what they do. I might even Galvanic Iteration to Spikefield Hazard here. Okay, now I'm gonna Demon Bolt. The question is, do I want to copy the Demon Bolt? Or do I don't think I do. I think I would rather just keep this iteration than keep a Spikefield Hazard in my hand. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill that. I think I'm gonna drop 2 cards, so the duration is gonna be good. Hopefully. Yeah, this is already a thing I can copy, right? Now I can play the island because I only have 1 Snarl in my deck, because I hate this having to think about it so much that I cut 1. I don't think I want to wait 2 turns. Maybe I do. I mean, I could just bounce it. Nah. Do I? It's 2 turns. But then, like, I almost guarantee that I win the game. Like this, I could just break out and flood out in a little bit. So I do want this, right? Ironically. No, I guess I don't. Because, like, if I draw spells, it's fine, too. So, like, they'll get 1 hit in for a lot, but I'll untap with, like, a bunch of new cards. And yeah, imagine if I had just let that resolve and played the Windfall. Like, I would end up with... I don't know if this is right or not. Like, I'm gonna take a big hit here. If the anime Faceless Haven is potentially 11 damage? It's a lot of damage. It's 12 damage, actually. Huh. Maybe I didn't really think things through. But it would be very bold to just animate Faceless Haven like that. Like, if I draw a bunch of lands, I will die to this. But I think this was the safest play in the sense that it played around the thing that was most likely to cause me to lose, which is just, like, a couple lands on top. Right? Like, let's just attack here. And play something else. Then it would be 7 damage, right? If they have, like, Spellbind or a Raylane or something that can respond. Or, like, Maul the Skyclave, I don't really care. It will be a very bold play to just activate Faceless Haven and attack. But, I mean, it could work. It would probably yeah. Okay, so now we have to respond. Alright, not what I was looking for. I will admit that much. Well, then we just got hideously unlucky. Right? We can still win. If we draw the right card here, we win. Like, we have a lot of mana. But obviously, if we draw a blank, we're dead. Okay, that was fun. Alright, this is really not how I wanted to go out in my last match. I'll tell you that much. My match for everything. That was pretty unlucky. We definitely don't want this Dinker Strokes. I don't think we want some Fading Hopes. Like, they are... This is better than Deluge, I think. Especially on the draw. Iteration? Yeah, the game would have been very different if we just bounced that thing again instead of... Like, if we play differently, if we just play the thing, then we would have been able to cast the iteration and find those 3 lands and put them in the graveyard instead of drawing them, but I don't know if that was right or wrong. I think what I did was right, it just didn't pay off because I got pretty unlucky, to be honest. I think Galvanic Iteration is worse than Expressive Iteration on the play. Yeah, this is reasonable. I do like this matchup overall, so like I'm not super worried. My opponent must have been very confused about what was going on. Like, I did have a land that I could animate and a thing for their Faceless Haven, but that was just still already enough. Yeah, I'm playing Disruption first, I think. I don't want to be countering their things. And sometimes they just play a bunch of ones, and it's hard to counter anything. Is this a Cinderclasm play? Or is it just a divide by 0 play? Or is it a play a untapped land and pass and see what happens? I think this is a play an untapped land pass and see what happens play. Because like they might play 2 spells to grow their, like if they just play Spellbinder, for example, I would want to respond, right? If they play Adele thingy, I don't know what it's called. Then I can reassess, but oh, I'm so stupid. I blocked, so now I can't Cinderclasm. I shouldn't have blocked. Do I divide by 0 something? I don't think so. I think I just let everything die. This was a horrible play by me. Absolutely atrocious. Like, unbelievably bad. Do I just Cinderclasm now? Do I wait? Yeah, it cost me so much. I should not have blocked there. Oh my god. I should not have blocked. Like, if they have a trick of some sort, I think I should just play this. Like, what can they do that is, like, super threatening? Nothing, really. Like, the Spikefield Hazard. I think I can just pass. Oh, they might have Kabira thing. I mean, I think I should just go for it anyway, right? I'll block first. Okay. This card is pretty good. So do I want, like, I might want, like, a couple Fading Hopes on the draw here. Just because they have, like, the Monk and Faceless Haven. And, like, the other stuff is kinda medium. I don't like the Hermit very much. Even though he does block, like, I have so much removal, and I think the removal is better in general. They don't have like Clarion Spirits and stuff, so maybe it does block enough. Yeah, the writing was on the wall there, because I had 5 cards in my hand, and I didn't play a land. So they had to know something was coming. Like, they had to know I had a bunch of spells to play, right? So I don't even mind the concede. I would really like to win and not lose because of that game 1. It's like I could have played differently, but I don't know if I should have. I'll probably just stop thinking about it. I don't know if it would have made a difference anyway. I guess the correct play was not to concede. Like, maybe they were going to attack with everything. Like, what can they really be playing around? I should not have conceded, though. I should just have played it out. Okay, this hand is lacking something to, like, move it forward, but... Like, I have a lot of removal, I'm just not getting anywhere. Like, I need a nag or a card draw spell or something. But I have a lot of time to draw one. Okay, this is a card draw spell. Like, this would work. Playing on this because, you know, if they just play another Luminarch or something. Or even just they play like a 3-1 Spellbinder. Okay, that one I cannot kill yet. Okay, good draw. Probably just want to play the iteration here. This might cost me 3 life, but I think getting the extra card is more important. Ooh, that was a great draw. I can actually bounce both the things. Or I can just bounce the Adeline and then divide by 0 the Adeline on the way back. So I don't have to take 3 damage. I can even divide by 0 the Raidane, honestly. And if they get tricky with their Faceless Haven, I can do it both, right? They played that land before. I'm definitely bouncing 2 things. Now which 2? I think I should bounce the Faceless Haven because it stops them from playing something else. And the Adeline, I guess. But like, if I just bounce their 2 things, like they might have a 2-drop to play after though, but they might have a 1-drop. Bouncing their 2 things means they can't. Yeah, I'm gonna leave their Raidane there. Do I want this? Like, I'm gonna bounce the Raidane at the end of next turn. I can foretell the Epiphany and bounce the Raidane. That would work. Then I got to cast an Epiphany. Yeah, I think that's fine. This was pretty annoying. I can take 3 to Galvanic Iteration. Oh my god, this was so bad for me. I could still just bounce it and get the land thing and play it. If I foretell the Epiphany, I kind of forced him to play the Raidane here. But I think this is fine. No, I should have forced him to play the Raidane, I think. Did I play it anyway? Yeah. So I have to make sure I don't lose. After I play the Burn Down the House, I don't want to lose to the Faceless Haven. How do I stop that from happening? I could just kill the Raidane now. If I had another one, it's a problem. This is only 8. Like, oh, they pump it. 8 and they pump it? Or like they play the Adeline. This is tough. But then if I play another rating, I'm dead. Like, I could just play Windfall, then play Burn Down the House. I'm taking 10 here, though. Whether they pump this or this, so I'm definitely in a lot of trouble. I would have to draw something. Oh, I can't. It costs 2. Yeah, I don't have a choice. I have to pass. Oh my god, and this... Oh, I just lost the game. No. I forgot the Paladin class. Oh no. No. I really should not have lost this game. I feel like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. So I need to draw Cinderclasm. This card, like, then having this to play that turn was just so absurdly devastating. Obviously, I should just foretold this Epiphany. Does this do anything? Nope. Alright, I'm dead. Oh my god, I can't believe I lost a game like this. I don't know if I would have won. I probably would not have won anyway. But this was a really frustrating loss. Why didn't I take this? I don't get it. If I drew an untapped land, I would maybe just win the game. They took this, which I couldn't even cast. It doesn't make any sense, right? Like, this costs 7, but now if I play an untapped land, which I could have played last turn but didn't because I'm stupid, I'm just dead to this Faceless Haven. Alright, I'm dead. Man, this was really frustrating. It was just such a combination of things, I think, that had to go, like, all so wrong. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? Right, 20,000 gems for 2 days of work. I spent 10,000 getting there. Not great. Not great. Alright, so, unfortunately, that was how it went. Right, I wish I could have provided for a better final game. At least, or final match. The whole match was really stupid. But it is what it is. I think I certainly could have played this game very differently. I don't know if I would have won or not. I don't know if I could have foreseen this specific development or not. But I know that for sure the way that I played was not optimal, right? I timed out basically and stopped thinking. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this series. I hope you had more fun with it than I am having right now, because I can tell you that it's not very much fun. To lose like this in the last match, but it is what you signed up for, right? And yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed this video series. We've been playing this tournament for a while already. And if you like my videos and want to support my work a little bit more, make sure to check out my Patreon page. It's patreon.com/PVDDR, and there you can support my work and get some extra perks on top of it. And special thank you to my biggest supporters: Adam Racing, Adam Camilleri, Foxy, Fernando Vizeu, Jum, Igor Patrov, Jack Hart, Joey, Juan Chow, Kelvin Peng, Kathy Massey, Lawson, Mattia Giardini, Nate, Sacker Weapon, Sylvia Leticia, Stu Cameron, Thomas Pokorny, and Dimitri. I really appreciate the support, and I'll see you next video.